Hey guys, I'm Jordan and you're watching Fixbook. But 10 seconds before we get started, I made this video to help you, so please help me if it helps you. It only takes a second or two. It's a great help if you subscribe, like, and or leave a comment down below. That's it. Let's get started. Hey guys, so today I'll be showing you how to replace your rear brakes on the 92 through 95 Honda Civic. For today's project, you'll need something to remove your wheel lug nuts with, a 32-ounce hammer, a pair of side cutters or dikes, and a flathead screwdriver. The first thing you'll want to do is go ahead and get this hubcap off, and then we'll get the lug nuts off. Well, first we'll loosen them up, then you're going to want to get your jack and your jack stands out, jack the car up, finish taking the lug nuts off, and I'll see you when you got the wheel off. Okay guys, now once we're here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 32-ounce hammer and I'm going to beat right here around the studs, and that should break it free. If you have any additional problems getting the drum off, check out my stubborn drum removal video, which there should be a link up at the top of the video, top right or top left, taking you there to that video. So I'm going to go ahead and, it's already off, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it off like so. Alright guys, and as I expected here, this is very similar to the 96 through 2000 Honda Civic drum brake assembly. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to do a flashback video of the 96 through 2000. The only thing that's going to be different is we'll be working on the other side. Right now you're looking at the driver's side drum brake. So you are going to be looking at the passenger side, and it'll pick up right where we are right here, right now. So that clip will start in 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, so here we are. Now the first thing you're going to do is we're going to look under here and we'll see this small little spring, and that's the first spring we're going to take off, and it's also going to be the hardest spring to put back on. And as you can see here, I'll just grab and pull, and let me get a better angle. Alright guys, now this should be easy enough for me to be able to do. I'll just grab them with it here and getting it here just with the one hand. Like so. Okay guys, and that seemed easy enough, but that'll actually be the hardest spring to get back in. But the next thing we're going to do is get these two hold down springs off, and they're held in here by these pins, and what you do is you push, and I like using the dikes. There are special tools for this, but you push, and then you're going to turn like so, and it'll come out like that. And then again the other side, I'm going to push down, grab, and twist, and then I can just kind of like that. So then we take these off, and the next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and grab this spring right here from down bottom and pull that out, and just remember how it came off, and then set it down like so. Then the next thing we're gonna do here is go ahead and see if we can't get this little self-adjusting guy out. And I was able to do that just by kind of lifting up on this shoe, and I was able to pull them right out. See if you can see there from the back, there's a little knob holding them in there, so it sits in there like that. So you just lift up and pull out. Then next, well, now the star wheel's wanting to fall down, but next, yeah, just go ahead and pull your star wheel adjuster assembly out. I'm trying to make it so you can see too. And just grab him right there and set him down. And then all you got left is both the shoes sitting right here, and you go ahead and pull them out. And then you don't have to deal with that big spring up there. Now, when you go to let go of this shoe over here, it's going to come down and it's going to want to swing. So just remember that. When you go to put it back on, you're going to spin it and then pull back up like so. Okay guys, now this is your star wheel adjuster piece. And it came out probably looking something like this. What you're going to want to do when we go to put everything back in is you're going to want to run it all the way down like that. And then this side is going to go like so on this side over there on the brake assembly. And you're going to turn it all the way down like that, and then once we get it back on, you're going to use some kind of brake spoon or a flathead screwdriver, and you're going to adjust this back out so that the brake drums are adjusted correctly. But for the sake of getting the shoes back in there correctly and doing it the easy way, you're going to want to run this all the way down. Okay, so here we are. We have reached another fun part. This C-clip, this guy right here, is going to make our life so much fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wedge the flathead screwdriver right in there, and then you want to pry it so that it kind of opens it up a little bit. It's going to give you a little bit of an advantage. And once you've done that, then you should be able to take your dikes and take it out the rest of the way. And you'll do it how you see it. And there she comes. So there we go. You got that off, and now you can remove this shoe right here. Ta-da! There we go. Oh, and that needs to be replaced. Now guys, that you've got your pads off, you're going to spray it down one more time. And once you've got it there nice and clean, go ahead and wipe off these spots you see me wiping off. There's 6 of them total. And these are where your shoes set. So if you've noticed that when you apply the brakes, you hear a squeaky noise. That's what you're hearing. You're hearing the drums rub up against these 6 different spots here. So in order to fix that or prevent it from happening, what you're going to do is take you some high temperature brake grease and apply it in these 6 different places. So that way, when you apply your brakes next time, you won't hear that awful squeaking noise. And there we go. Okay guys, and before we put the new shoes back on, this little C-clip here will probably be dented up there pretty good, so I just take the hammer and just kind of beat it a couple times, and that'll straighten it right back out. Okay, so now it's time to put everything back together, and I'm putting this old nasty brake shoe back on. And you might be wondering, Jordan, why are you not putting new brake shoes on? And Jordan, why are you not using jack stands? Well, those are good questions. But the reason I'm not doing this stuff is because, well, number one, I didn't plan on putting new shoes on my car today. So that's one reason why. I will be doing that soon, though, obviously. And again, I'm not prepared with the jack stands like I should be, so I need to work on that. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't use them. So I like to kind of work the C-clamping like that. And then I like to take a little ratchet here. And then, ooh, just bang it right in. So now that's nice and secure. And then I'll take the side cutters and then I'll squeeze down to kind of close them here. Okay, and what I was saying there is I was talking about taking the dikes and squeezing them, but it actually works a little bit better if you take some pliers, because you can get a better grip on them. And you just want to squeeze them closed. And just like that works just fine. Now the C-clip will definitely not come off. And then okay guys, and now it's time for the fun to really begin. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take your brake, flip them around, and bring them up here. We'll go ahead and put the hold down pin in there. And try to do this in one smooth flowing shot here. And so you're gonna take it like so. Stick your spring down in there, and then take your dikes, go ahead, kind of like you put them on there, push, grab, twist, and now that one's on there nice and good. Make sure it's lined up here, like if you can see on this side, there's like a little notch. Make sure it's lined up in there. And then we're gonna go ahead and take your other shoe and hook the spring up there, hook the spring up over on that side, and then this is where the fun really begins. We're gonna pull and get it in that notch over there. Make sure your seal's back on there. And that's probably gonna go like that, but that's okay. So let me get situated. The next thing we'll do is take your star wheel adjuster thingy, and we're gonna slightly lift up on this side. And remember, that shorter side goes towards the back. So I'm gonna stick it in there. And I've got it set in there. Then you're gonna take this piece You're gonna set it on the end there, and then get it in there like that. Oh, and I came off the notch. And just lift back up and set it in there. Now that we got that all loaded, and the next thing you want to do is lift up on this shoe here a little bit, and then go ahead and fit that little notch into that hole right there, and then let it back down, and it will be all set up just how it should be. Then make sure to take your pin here, reach around. So once you've got your pin all lined up, go ahead and take your spring here and set them on down. And all you gotta do is, just like with all the other ones, you take your dikes and you push, grab, and turn. Well, it didn't work that well, but we'll do it again here. And turn, there we go. Snaps into place good. So you've just got you just about got everything back together. Next thing, you just go ahead and take this one. This one's not too hard. You just reach up in there, hold it for a second, grab with the dikes, and reach and hook it down in there. And you can see the hole I'm talking about. And then lastly, we'll put the spring down here at the bottom, which is one of the toughest ones. Alright, and it's time for our last spring, which is the most difficult spring. So you're going to go ahead and take it, put it on there like so. And I kind of like to cheat a little bit. I like to bend the spring just a little bit so you can see it's got more of a hooking angle on it. Because if it's just straight, it's near impossible to get that spring back on there. So I go ahead and I grab with the dikes. And then I have my flathead screwdriver prepared. So when I kind of claw it, I'll reach behind here and push and hope it goes in. So that's how I normally do it here. And oh, please don't pop out. We'll see what happens. Oh, there we go. So that's all there is to putting it back together. Now the next thing we'll have to do is reach in up top. Let's see. Yeah, up top we'll be reaching in over here to adjust these shoes out so that they have some tension. Right now they don't have any tension at all since we adjusted the star wheel all the way down. Okay guys, and now you're looking from up top here, and I'm using this flathead screwdriver, and when you adjust down, when you make the star wheel go in a downward position, you are tightening the shoes against the drums. So I'm going down a little bit, and then if you need to loosen them up a bit, then you take this piece right here, which is the star wheel stopper, and so you pull it out, and then you're going to go the opposite way. So like so, and so that's the way you loosen it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tighten it up quite a bit. Then I'm going to go ahead and put the drum back on, and I'll put the wheel back on with one lug nut, and you see how this just spins freely. So what you want is you want the wheel with the wheel on, you want it to be able to spin freely, one rotation. So I'll show you what that looks like here in just a second. So you're just going to have to play with it. You'll tighten it and loosen it. It may take you a few times. And once you've got that done, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, and this is my first attempt to tighten up the drum brakes. And as you can see, I spin it and it just keeps on going. So that is not tight enough. You can see that lug nut made more than one complete circle. So it needs to be tighter than that. And I'm going to give it a few more tries, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's tightened up properly. Okay guys, now I've adjusted it again, and as you can see, I spin it one time and it kind of stops. If I were to spin it a little bit harder, it'd keep on going. So it could probably stand to be adjusted a little bit more, but as you can tell, it's tighter than it was. So just make sure it looks a little something like that, maybe a little bit tighter would be better. And that's pretty much all there is to the adjustment part, and also that's pretty much all there is to doing the whole brake thing. So that's it, and I hope you like this video better than the original, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Well guys, that's all the time I have for today. I thank y'all for watching and I'll see you next time. Well guys, unfortunately that's all the time I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video just as much as I did making it. And fortunately, you can catch me again right here on Fixbook tomorrow on my next video. Just don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave lots of comments down below. Well, thanks again guys for watching and see you tomorrow right here on Fixbook.